we are back from our 10... Oh, we missed a 10-minute break. I got distracted. That's okay. That's okay. I want that there. Like that. I have to get one of those, Actually, I have one. Where is it? The sticky lint rollers. You did some digging and found some of the black poly stuffing there? Oh, nice! Masking tape works good too? It does. It certainly does. On Amazon? Hey, that's all right. It's all good. I did see an Amazon link as well. Yeah. So there's a couple places to get it. It's pretty life-changing. as far as amigurumi goes, it's pretty life-changing. I assume if you want to have all the cute goth pillows too, it's pretty helpful to not have to see the white fiber fill. Are links allowed? Yep, they absolutely are. That's what you made? Oh, let me have a look. Oh, I love the hair. That looks fantastic. Did you brush out the yarn for the hair? Oh, I like the hands too. Oh, man, I can never get the hands to look good. That looks great. It hurts your hands to brush? Mood. We made a Flareon and did the same thing. Well, almost the same thing. Oh, it looks so great. Here, is it okay if I show it on screen? Yeah? Here. Everybody check this out. How cool is that? I like the detail on the hands. Look at that. Very nice. Looks great. Good job. I need the little curls now. Where we won the game of Yarn Chicken. You don't really like the body and legs? I mean, they look really good, and his legs are in the shoes anyways. But that gives you something that you can aim to improve the next time, right? I think it still looks really good. Besides the hair, everything was made in a month? Wow, you work super quick. The hair took the longest. Oh, ads. We are in an ad break. So I will just wait until we come back. In the meantime, I'm gonna try and get that. There it is. Oh man. I don't know what I weaved in there, but goodness gracious, it was in there. Okay, and this one is gonna go here. Hey, we should all be back from ads. Nice. Yeah. Perfect. I was just saying that gives you something to look forward and adjust for the next time. You know, the body and the legs. The dolls are particularly hard for getting proportions, I find, having made dolls before, to get the proportions right. I could never get the body and leg proportion to match the arm proportion. But you were quick if you made all that in a month. That's a good size doll, too. Oops, that was close. I almost pulled the tail out. You found another doll pattern you're gonna try and make? It's more detailed? Ooh. And it's coming out more wonky than the first. A lot of times the ones that are more detailed, you have to have a specific tension in order for the shape to come out nicely. Also, sometimes you just have to stuff it. You know, trust the process and wait until you get to the stuffing stage. Because when you stuff it, that's when it really takes its shape quite nicely. Chucky was your first doll? Oh, it was really good for your first doll. I tell you right now, my first doll did not look that good. And I just did a small chibi one. Got potential. Just stuff it in the yarn fetty jar. Whoa. Come on. Thank you. Alright. We only have one more? One more set of curls? Dude, we are powering through this Gustarian. The hands turned out so good. This is your first blanket? Have a look. Ooh! Chat, you gotta see this. That's a huge blanket. How long did that take you? Very nice blanket. $8 to 9 months. I believe it. Oh man, weaving in all those ends for the color changes. My goodness. That looks phenomenal though. I really like the color changes around the ear. Right in it? Like that's pretty awesome. I do not envy how many ends you had to weave in. That's a lot of ends. It was taking too long. And taking time in between tying tails was too long, so it took a month to tie all. I mean, honestly, I think that's because your ex never crocheted anything this big. Also, that's totally a valid amount of time to take in to tie all the ends in. I'm just gonna throw this out there. I made a twin size blanket. Or not a twin size, a full size blanket. You know, to fit on a full size bed. And it took me 2 years. 2 years to make it. And it was just a simple wave pattern. Yeah, this is a king size. 8 to 9 months is not a long time. That's actually very fast. Super fast. Clearly an X for a reason. This looks phenomenal, baby ducky. Phenomenal. And you've got that really crisp white border on the end there. Very nice. Very well done. Yeah. Anyone that can finish a blanket in under a year, I am like, you are my idol. Because I can't do it. You're a fast crocheter when you want to be. Like, mood. Clearly. I mean, come on. And I'm not exactly. Your opinions on my speed of crochet make you an X for a reason. Some days you're in a flow. Yeah, exactly. Some days you are in that zone and you are just crocheting and you are powering through it like a boss. And some days if you could get the stitch to work, it's a good day, but really you can't. Yeah, I get that. I get that. Some days we're super productive here on stream. Some days we're just 7 shades of distracted. And that's all right. It do be like that when you're crafting. The important thing is that you picked up the hook on the days that were not the greatest. Is that you picked up the hook and maybe you did a handful of stitches. That's the important part. You crafted a little bit. Was it your fastest work? No. It didn't have to be. How many of these am I making? Oh, 3. Uh, 13. Yeah, 13. Oof. I almost kept going for a second there. If it's a simple pattern, wait for yarn and no larger than a twin size. You can crank it out in about a month or 2. Oh my god, craft wife. Now you get smaller yarn and throw in the basket weave stitch no basket. Make it for a queen? 6 months to a year? That is still pretty fast, craft wife. I did a full-size blanket. Not a queen. A little bit bigger than a twin, but like honestly 2 years and I was ready to like yeet it off the balcony. Like I was done, and it was just a simple wave pattern. Slap to the face. I'm looking for an MOA position. There's one that's willing to pay $18.95 an hour. That's it? The average salary in Vancouver is 21. Wow, that's a big difference. Girl, you're just gonna have to come to Vancouver. Back to the blanket though, craft wife. My god. Senpai, notice me. Right? Right? That's a big difference. And you gotta think that minimum wage, craft wife, right now minimum wage in BC is $17.65. So you're making, what, $1.30 more than minimum wage at that one? Like, no. Not for an MOA position. Where are my pens? They're on my desk. Offspring doesn't even use that blanket anymore. I think it's in the cupboard. I don't even think it's decorating their bed. Sad. 2 years to make that blanket. Offspring even picked the colors. You don't know how long it took you? Oh, wait. Hang on. Medical office assistant. MOA. Medical office assistant. Oh, this sheep. I know this sheep. I've seen the pattern for this sheep. It's so cute. That popcorn stitch is so neat. Look at... Oh, hang on. There it is. Look how neat the popcorn stitches are. Think that's close to your minimum as well? Yeah. Exactly. That's not, that wage is not appropriate for that job. At all. Not with the amount of education you have to go through to become a medical office assistant. Absolutely not. Kitten, which loop do you sew in to make it seem like it's not there? That depends. where are you sewing it? Are you sewing two pieces together, or are you sewing one piece onto another piece? Hang on, I'll get Squirtle. Let me get Squirtle. It's the best display of seams is Squirtle. You're sewing the head on, so you want it to look like this, right? Sorry. You want it to look like this? Where you can't really... Yeah? So you're going to... Do I have a half crocheted piece somewhere? Hang on, Glitch. Let me find something. Are you crocheting in both loops? Or do you just crochet in one loop? Oh, it's white. It's gonna be good enough. So when you crochet, do you crochet into both loops like this? Or do you just crochet into like one? Both loops? Okay, so what you're gonna do, your edge looks like this, right? So you're going to sew wow. Did you see that needle fly? That was pretty awesome. Okay, so Glitch, what you're gonna do is this is the inside of the work, okay? And this is the inside of your other piece. You're going to sew on the inside loop on both sides. And you're going to do a whip stitch. So you're going to make the little over. Just through the inside loops. Like that. And then when you pull it tight, what it's going to do is it's going to pull those two together, leaving your front loops free to gently hold hands. Okay? Okay, good. Awesome. That'll get it to look like this. BRB? Alright. We'll see you in a bit. Nominate. Alright, let me scroll back up. Cried when it was not mentally trying to get that blanket done in a short amount of time. Oh, because it was a commission. Oh my gosh. Did you quote the commission that it was only going to be that much time? Or did they have like, I need it by this date type thing? Like, honestly, I really... As much as I don't mind commissions, I really don't like when they're like, I need it by, you know, 2 weeks from now. It's like, did you read my commission list is at least 3 to 4 weeks for amigurumi? The commission deadline is a hard one, though. Because it had been pretty fast with the previous blanket, you did quote it for that time? Ah, okay. Well, you still got it done, though. But that's pretty impressive. I probably would have been up burning, like, the midnight oil, the candle at both ends, at however you want to say it, in order to get that done, because... My goodness, there's no way. It's a very cute sheep, baby ducky. Looks great. There's no way I'd have been able to do it. I would have legit messaged them and been like, hey, sorry. It's taking longer than expected this time around. You were? Oh my gosh. That midnight oil, I tell ya. The commissions use a lot of midnight oil. Oh my gosh, I had to explain what midnight oil was to the offspring the other day. That was an interesting conversation. It's like, do you remember when mom stays up to the wee hours of the morning and then gets up ridiculously early when Fan Expo is really close? Yeah. Ah, that's the midnight oil. And burning the candle at both ends. Oh, you also don't know what it is? Oh, so back in the oldie days when candles and lamps used oil, you would ration how much oil you used. So burning the midnight oil meant that you had your lanterns on after a certain time in the evening. Same thing like with a candle. Burning it at both ends means you're burning it during the night and then during the day. Fan Expo sleep is a different type of sleep. Yeah, it's not sleep. It's lightly resting my eyes. You made something for someone once and it was so tedious because you didn't like the project? Mood. Oh my god, in it. Mood. There have been a couple of commissions that I've taken where someone's like, oh, I really like your style. Can you make this? And it's like, okay. But like, I didn't like the thing. And I was like, oh, I can already tell that this commission is going to suck my soul from me. And that's why I don't make dolls anymore. Like, if you commission a doll, like I just made a Waluigi, and it was great. It was a commission from Fan Expo. It was lovely. But I don't make the dolls anymore because, like, when I would make the dolls, everyone that came to the convention was like, oh, you should make Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, you should make Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And, like, sure, I watched Buffy. I'm not, like, I don't hate it, but it's not like I'm a big fan. And then it's like, I don't do horror games. So I don't do Five Nights at Freddy's. Could I make a Five Nights at Freddy's doll? Absolutely. But am I going to enjoy making it? You won't make things unless you want to make it, right? Like, does it bring you joy? Yes? Then great, take the commission. If it's something that does not bring you joy, just be like, oh, I'm fully booked for commissions. It's terrible to say because, like, I do to a certain extent rely on commissions, but also I want to keep my soul intact. I often say I can't find the pattern, like mood. Like, that's a good one. I like that one. Oh, well, there's no real pattern for it. Sorry. If you want it custom drafted, it's gonna take 3 months, and it's gonna cost you a lot more monies. Because a lot of people ask if I make my own patterns, so it's harder to use that excuse. But 9 times out of 10, they won't pay the extra monies. Hey. Got some curls going here. Perfect. Now we'll do his little shirt tie.